Today we are going to talk about Python input-output statements or functions. Uh, that's very important for the certain situations.
Okay.
Yeah, so firstly, there are two types of declaration of variables and assigning values. So one way is static variables. Yeah. And another variable is dynamic data. Yeah. So static variables means once you assign the data to the variable, it does not change during runtime of the program.
Okay.
Which means that, let's suppose it's a predefined, your what is called IVI pin number 1596. This is the predefined. This number is going to be assigned by the vendor.
Okay.
Once if we define like this, he cannot change over the time while the program is under running. This is called static variable. Similarly, there will be a dynamic data, which means a data or information passes by the end user at a dynamic time. Dynamic time or runtime is called runtime data. Such a runtime data is given by input statement in Python. Like similarly, system will ask you, input a song, like so, which means that you will be choose the mode, which means there will be two modes. One is a FM radio, one more is a Bluetooth. Bluetooth is obviously, it will be a media. So the infotainment need to ask you what mode you want. So mode is equal to input choose which mode you want. Which means now there will be two modes generally. One is a Bluetooth mode, one more is the FM radio. So as soon as you have given, then it will be stored into mode. Let us see now how exactly it will be happen. I'll be take one Python program. Input print statement demo. I told you that we are demonstrating about an input statement. And where there are two types of variables. One is a static variable. Another is
Dynamic
variable. You blindly understand that the static variable, once it is assigned, it doesn't change over the time. Obviously, I already told you that, obviously, IVI pin number, which is going to be a 1, 2, 3, 4. The same pin number, we cannot take it as a dynamic because, Let's suppose your phone number. Let's suppose
Mm-hmm.
your phone number pin, which is going to be once you registered, then it will become a static variable. Obviously, 1469. These
Mm-hmm.
two are static variables. Is also static variable. Once you assign, it does not change
Okay.
unless you have to rewrite it. If we rewrite
Okay.
it so that it will be overridden the existing value. Now, similarly, maximum amount of time, probably I already said, a mode, which is going to be you want to play the IVI, infotainment, for
Mm-hmm.
movie playing, or you wanted to FM rotor to be play, you want to play audio, or you want to play Bluetooth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So likewise is supposed to be, we have to choose. Here the point is, you are instructing to the infotainment that it should ask you what to do. Then we are
Mm-hmm.
supposed to take an input statement here. You see,
Okay.
we are giving a prompt, which means we are not giving a prompt. You are
Mm-hmm.
being a embedded developer. You are writing a code to the infotainment such a way that the infotainment, if the end user wanted to know something, you have to give a prompt according to his wish. That's called as
Okay.
a prompt. That,
Mm-hmm.
dear, could you choose which mode you want?
Mm-hmm.
Generally, according to the display space, it does not show you more amount of data, paragraph. It will be in a concise manner, it will be asking. So
Okay.
once if I execute, the system will, that infotainment will ask you to enter input, which mode you want.
Mm-hmm.
Now, system is asking me, dear, could you choose which mode you want?
Mm-hmm.
FM radio. If you press button, then obviously it will be choose.
Okay.
Once it has chosen, it has to enter into FM radio. That has to print, right? How
Yeah.
print? There is a statement. See, input statement is purely it will be allow the end user to pass what you want to perform, which will be instructed by the machine, which is a
Mm-hmm.
infotainment. But now the same infotainment, if you have given an input according to the instruction asked, it has to show that you have chosen a FM radio, right? Then
Mm-hmm.
it requires a print statement. It requires a
Mm-hmm.
print statement. My dear, you have chosen. You have chosen FM radio.
Mm-hmm.
Now you can change channels. You can change channels as your wish.
Mm-hmm.
And here it will show you that, what mode. You have chosen mode, right? Let us
Yeah.
execute now. Let us execute now again. Now system is asking again, which mode you want? I want a probably media. Let's suppose according to the instruction you have given, we should take
Mm-hmm.
a FM radio.
Yeah.
Enter. Now what it is showing to you after entering
Choose the
your
channel.
respective on like mode, it is showing you, my dear, you have chosen FM radio. Now we can change the channel as 98.3 FM, 98.7 FM, 100.1, like that. There will be a number of channels will be there.
Mm-hmm.
Clear? So this is how, I hope you understand.
Yeah.
The purpose of the input used to allow to take an input data at a runtime. And the print statement will allow you to print the input, whatever you have given and which will be assigned to the mode, and it will be print onto the screen as a display such a way that meaningfully end user is going to operate accordingly. Print is to display the data in a formatted way. Input statement is to be given, allows you to take a data in a desired manner. Let us talk about the drawback of input statement. By default, input statement is treat everything as string. What does it mean? See, there will be different types of data generally in your day-to-day life. You will be enter a integer data, which is a numerical data which does not have any decimal point, right? Sometimes you will be enter the data which is a real data, which will be a floating type data, which has an integer portion as well as a decimal portion. And sometimes your name will be given as a string, which is an alphanumeric.
Okay.
The drawback of input statement is whenever if you are taking an input data from the Python, everything will be treated by default as a string. But how can you do that? Even you can take a number as the input, right?
Yeah.
Then obviously there will be a concept called typecasting concept.
Okay.
Typecasting concept. In Python, there will be two types of casting can be done. One is implicit typecasting,
Okay.
which will be done by Python interpreter implicitly without being a intervention of the user, which means what? You are not going to be involved into to take a decision. Now there will be second type is that explicit typecasting. Explicit typecasting, which means that an end or else a developer. See, now you have to feel as a developer, Mahi, because
Okay.
you are learning this program not as a being an end user. You are writing this particular program being a developer, which is for the service to be provided for the end user. Yes or no? Whatever the concepts you are learning, you have to be think or take it as a perception. You are a developer at this moment.
Okay.
So the developer will do the explicit typecasting, isn't it? According to desired requirement.
Okay.
Clear? Let us take an example now. Let us take an example now. Example, implicit typecasting. Implicit typecasting. Which means what? You are trying to evaluate something else, like, the speed of the car you wanted to evaluate. Yes or no?
Yeah.
Here, we used to take very importantly, three important values actually, speed like U, T, E, acceleration and time. There will be certain parameters we are going to take. The formula is ut plus half AT square. This is the formula where
Mm-hmm.
mathematically we'll be find out the speed of the car.
Okay.
In this particular expression, let's take in this particular expression, what I'm doing here, I'm just trying to print yes, which is going to print U is going to be probably 1.3 into
Mm-hmm.
acceleration is going to be a 5 into 0.5 into UT. What is the formula?
UT plus half of 80 square. So 5 square.
Plus half means 0.5
Mm-hmm.
into A into T into T. This is the way how exactly you're gonna
Mm-hmm.
treat. Now, instead of the variables, either you can declare them ahead, otherwise we can able to take them input. Let's suppose U is going to be input.
Mm-hmm.
Input. Enter U value. Okay. Slash
Mm-hmm.
n indicates the input will go to the next line. Okay.
Okay.
Next. T. T is going to be the time at which your car is driving. So kilometer per hour, right? The time probably 60. Okay. And A, like here 60 also you can take a input. Enter time at which frequency you are driving.
Mm-hmm.
Slash. Next is acceleration. Input. See, obviously in real time, we will not be give uh, through the keyboard. It will be the
Mm-hmm.
certain sensors will be trying to capture them. Sir,
Okay.
yeah. So enter acceleration. Slash. After then, we gonna calculate it. Here you don't write 1.3 or something. U and T. Yeah, this is the formula. Are you clear?
Mm. Yeah.
Now, this formula can also be written like this. Speed is equal to, we can take this particular complete expression.
Mm-hmm.
Here we can able to write. Once the evaluation is done, then you can print your speed of the car in kilometer per
Okay.
hour.
Print speed.
Speed of the car in kilometer per hour.
Mm-hmm.
Clear?
Yeah.
Then speed. Now, I'm trying to give you some knowledge about what is an implicit typecasting, what is the explicit typecasting. Here, now system is asking me let's see, you close the upper above programs, you make it as a comment. This
Mm-hmm.
is multi-line comment.
Okay.
Okay, this is also multi-line comment. We have learned about comment, right? In first
Yes.
class. Yeah. So there will be need to be, now I'll be executing the program. Now system is enter a U value, which is as part of the speed of the car. U is the one of the parameter. I'm probably entering 6. Okay, U.
Mm-hmm.
System is asking me time at which the frequency you are driving. 60.
Mm-hmm.
Acceleration, probably 9. And apart from this, if you look at very carefully, I'm entering UT acceleration value is an integer type, but there will be
Mm-hmm.
the value already there in the expression, which is 0.5 as a floating value. Yes or no? Are you seeing?
Oh, half. Yeah.
Correct. So this particular formula is having a floating value as well as integer values.
Integer. Mm-hmm.
Clear? Now, if you
Yeah.
look at the result, what exactly happens? After giving enter, you just enter. Now what happens
Yeah,
here?
it's thinking it as
You
a
not
string type.
multiply the sequence by non-int of the string, because if we enter the UTA values by the input statement, it is the responsibility of a developer change them into a desired data type, else it will be not perfect. Now you take, if you know perfectly, do you give the UTA will be an integer form? You can able to change them into a typecasting, which is int, which is int.
Okay.
It's your responsibility because implicitly not happening, right? Int. It is a typecasting concept. Now, if you execute, what happens, you see?
Okay, it gave us the value now.
The meaning of this particular value is that the input function cannot be take desired answers or desired value its own. It's your responsibility to be convert them accordingly.
Okay.
Let's suppose a simple expression you take, simple expression, rather than you make this particular program as the comment. S is equal to 20 less 56.3. And then you print yes. Now what exactly Python will do? Floating value and integer value will be understand implicitly, and it will be produce the answer accordingly. Are you seeing?
Okay.
You are not converting it. It is already, it is called as an implicit typecasting. Python interpreter can be convert 20 into 20.0 and 53.6, 56.3 will be combined make it as 760.3. It's a responsibility of an interpreter. But whenever if you are taking an input function, there only the problem would happen. It will be understand like, let's suppose another program you take. You take, this is another example, right? Example 2. You perform sum of two numbers. Yes, sir. Now you are taking A is equal to input, enter A value. B is equal to input, enter B value. Now C is equal to A plus B. Print sum where C. Now let us understand. System is asked us to enter the value. It's allow me to take an input value that I'm giving 55 plus 44. What is an output you have obtained?
Oh, okay.
Is
It's
that a
taking
desired answer? No, right?
no.
So problem is that problem with the input function actually. Because even though the 55 will be treated as a string, even 45 will be also treated as a string, concatenation between 45 and 44 and 55 will be displayed as an output. This is because of input nature is like that. Now, if you wanted to, being a developer, we know the candidate will be taking the input data and it requires to be displayed as an integer type, not in a string type. Then we supposed to convert into a desired type called as an int.
Okay.
Then obviously this problem will be solved. Enter 55, 44. You see the output? So this is the main behavior of the input function. Whenever if you are used to take a data from the infotainment, even though if you wanted to take your infotainment pin number, certainly you're supposed to be convert explicitly integer, otherwise it doesn't understand. Am I clear?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's the purpose of the input statement purpose. Print statement, obviously you know that.
Yeah, it will just print this.
Now, there will be, let me make it as a comment. Purpose of the format function. There is a special function called as a format that will be help you, which is associated with a print function to achieve something else. Let me show you what exactly. Format function. Format function is associated with print function to display output based on indexing positions. Okay, indexing positions. Like in infotainment, you are playing a song, right? Song track is equal to 1, which is going to be 0, 1. Song name, song singer is the AR Rahman, and song name is going to be something okay, and length of the song. Definitely it will be a string.
5 minutes.
Clear? I want a song. This will be display in your infotainment. But as a result, I wanted to display the sentence desired
Format.
sentence is the song track. Here I will be specify 1 and length of this length of the song, which is 0.5, which is 0.5. This is the sentence I want. How do you write in print statement? Print within the double quotation. The song is playing. Here I'm going to write a curly braces. This curly braces indicates indexing concept. Okay.
Okay.
And length of the song, or else time taking to play the song
Mhm.
is here. I'm not going to give that particular value. These two values, that song number and song time, would come from there is a function. Are you seeing?
Yes.
Format is the built-in function where you're supposed to pass. Song track, comma, time, what is the parameter? Length of the song.
Mhm.
Now I'm executing. How you will be see the sentence you see? Yeah. So I need, this is the desired form.
Mhm.
This will become from the format function. This also
Okay.
become from the format function. If I simply change the format, the values will be get changed. Therefore, they will be called as, let's suppose, I'll take the song track will be a second parameter.
Mhm. Put it there.
Then obviously their positions would change.
Mhm.
You see, the song is playing 5 minutes. Time taking to play the song is 1. Means the values have been interchanged. The positions have been
Okay.
changed.
Mhm.
So as a result, you don't think more. Format is the function which pass the parameters. Based on those particular parameters, the positions are going to be decided.
Okay.
So the positions here is that here, here. The song track is going to be come into this particular place, which is an index 0. And this particular place, value is going to be stored into this. By default, you can make it as a 0 and we can make it as a 1.
Mhm.
The song is playing 1 and time taking to play the song is 5 minutes.
Okay.
If you want a desired form of a sentences, we go with a format function. Because if we only use the print function, we cannot get the value like this with the indexing
Okay.
concept. Therefore, we require a format function. I think down the line in many places, we're going to use format functions. You can make
Mhm.
use of it.
Sure.
Okay?
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah. So I hope you have understand that exactly what is the purpose of the input statement and what is the purpose of the print statement and how the format function is going to be associated with the print function.
Mhm.
Clear?
Yes, sir.
Great. Okay. Mahi, while I'm teaching, are you typing something or just you are listening the class?
I'm just making notes in my.
Okay. Because I'm taking more time, right? So why don't you keep one window as my window, whatever I'm typing. Another
Mhm.
window is your whatever the PyCharm you are using, right? You can time simultaneously, right? Or else will you
Yeah.
for this video later?
Yeah, I'll watch the video. I can do the same, like I can start doing it.
That's right. If you want
Yeah.
to listen this video later, I can provide this particular video,
Yes, sir.
right? So later you can again you listen and you
Mhm.
practice accordingly. You do that,
Sure.
right? Yeah. Let us go
Yes,
to the
sir.
next concept.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. So generally, as a universe,
Mhm.
as a universe, as a inverse, the data will be classified into two types basically. Basically data will be treated as, what? Data is defined as raw fact. And data is classified into two types basically. One is analog data
Mm-hmm.
and digital data. Analog data means a data is continuous in nature. Analog data, continuous in nature.
Mm-hmm.
Generally, we represent with sine waves in electronics.
Yeah.
Absolutely, our voice, audio, our temperature, heartbeat, sound, all this will be comes under analog data.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously, this is going to be represented like,
A waveform.
so obviously the hiking will be a 1, downfall is going to be represented as a 0.
0.
It is going to be true, it can be called as a false.
Mm-hmm.
The problem with the analog data is that an end user don't understand. Let's suppose, even if you ask the same question to doctor, that what is it meaning of this hiking and downfalling, all this? How
Mm-hmm.
this one wave is going to very high and one wave is going down? What does it mean? If you ask a doctor, he cannot tell you what exactly happening. If the body, if the like your oxygen levels are good, if he going like sine wave form, which represents the person is good healthy. If it
Mm-hmm.
become constant, person is no more.
Mm-hmm.
Generally, we don't understand the analog views. Therefore,
Mm-hmm.
we require a digital data. Obviously, we have, like nowadays, we use the Google voice assistants, right, in TV. Like
Mm-hmm.
children, they don't know how to type. What they'll do,
Yeah.
they'll give a voice to the voice assistants to the remote. That
Mm-hmm.
voice will be convert analog into digital. That digital form will be understood by the YouTube. Then the respective video will be getting played. Means analog to digital, digital to analog, analog to analog, analog to digital. All these are the analog to analog. All these are the four ways of the possibilities we are using. Ultimately, we have to understand even analog is also a data.
Mm-hmm.
Even AC, the weather is going to be, the temperature is going to be there in a natural form, which is a frequency
Mm-hmm.
form, but it will be displayed in the AC in the form of a digital, because it
Mm-hmm.
is converting from Celsius to Fahrenheit form.
Yeah.
So please, there will be a common sense and our background is little helpful whenever learning certain things.
Mm-hmm.
Clear? Yeah. Let us understand now the digital data. Digital data, discrete in nature. In nature. What does it mean? It has boundary or threshold value. See, in
Mm-hmm.
decimal form, what is the base? 10, right?
Mm-hmm.
Range of values are 0 to 9.
0 to 1.
This is called a digital data, which is a discrete in nature, which has a upper boundary. It will be start from a lower boundary and it will be go up to upper boundary, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, such a data we have integer data, also known as float data, also known as a string data, also known as a Boolean data, also known as a complex data, none data,
Mm.
binary data, octal data, hexadecimal data. These are the types of data we can have if you take a digital
Okay.
data into consideration. Some of the data you will be understanding in day-to-day life. Some of the
Mm-hmm.
types of the data only you will be able to understand at application level,
Okay.
especially in the automotive industry. The
Mm-hmm.
hexadecimal form of the data is very frequently we gonna use because
Mm-hmm.
it will be stores the data in a very nominally with a less memory block.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, hexadecimal data is very powerful generally, that representation.
Okay.
Wherever the communication with a short range, Bluetooth kind of a range, Wi-Fi kind of a range, and wherever the I2C communication, such as obviously the car will have a communication, ECUs, CAN,
Mm-hmm.
all these will be communicated in the form of a hexadecimal form, and all the UDS error codes will also be represented in the form of a hexadecimal data. Are you clear?
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. Therefore, you should have a knowledge about hexadecimal.
Mm-hmm.
Let us understand, we know all this type of a data, being a human, being an
Mm-hmm.
automotive engineer, automotive testing engineer, or embedded testing engineer, or IoT engineer, you should have a very clear knowledge about all this particular data.
Okay.
At a raw level, you should know
Mm-hmm.
mathematically, conceptually, and programmatically, electronically. All these
Mm-hmm.
possibilities of data and understanding level is very important.
Mm-hmm.
Because let's suppose a Boolean data I said, or binary data we said, we never use in our day-to-day life, unless and until if you work on a application level with respect to embedded and as well as hardware and software, then only hexadecimal, binary, Boolean, and none, all this data will be comes into picture. In
Mm-hmm.
entire our life, if you don't work on application, we never being use this particular data. Are you clear or not? Let us
Yes.
understand the types of a data with hands-on knowledge through the Python.
Mm-hmm.
Types of data in automotive area. Yeah. Firstly, let us understand integer data. Obviously, x is equal to 20.
Mm-hmm.
We want to confirm like a Python does not have any data type concept to be declared here. According to C, C++, Java, there will be integer data type is required. But in
Mm-hmm.
Python, it's a purely dynamic programming language, which is a late binding language. The interpreter of the Python would understand the types of the data which is holding in a particular identifier dynamically. Statically, you need not to instruct to the computer which data you are holding into X. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I would like to know, being a user, being a developer of an automotive industry, you know that the X is holding 20 as an integer value. But does computer knows? Let's cross verify that. In order to cross verify which type of a data is holding by the X to know, there will be a built-in function which is available in the Python is called as a type function.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
For which if you pass X, that gives you what class of a data is holding by the X. Let us execute.
Mm-hmm.
I hope you are seeing my screen.
Yeah,
That the X
it's
is
the
holding
integer.
integer class of a data, which means even Python interpreter is also aware that what type of data you are holding. Yes or no?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Not only human. Similarly, float, also known as in mathematical real data, there will be B is equal to 1569. I know that I'm assigning a real data or floating data to the B. Does system understand it? Let's cross verify that. Type is the name of the function which will be allow you to take a parameter B, and it will be
Mm-hmm.
written you that what type of data you are currently assigning to the B. Let us understand,
Mm-hmm. Float.
right? Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. These are all minute level, Mahi. Probably
Mm-hmm.
I'm not giving you very overview data because you are working on a hardware devices, and especially, infotainment, clustering, automotive, completely, car, trains, Tesla car, all these are highly automated. Firstly,
Mm-hmm.
we should know very fundamentals clearly.
Yeah.
Yes, as otherwise, we'll be stuck somewhere else.
Yeah, that's true.
Let's understand. The next type of data is a string data. Obviously, according to C language, C++ language, Java language, R programming, Python language, CAPL programming, any programming you take, the string will be declared with the help of, what? Let's suppose car model.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Tesla. I declared in terms of, string, which is with a double quotation. This double quotation does understand by the computer or maybe electronic device. Let us understand. Type of the car model.
Model.
It will be tell you based on the denominations or based on the representation you have specified.
Mm-hmm.
String type, it is holding the string type of a data.
Okay.
Yes, sir. No?
Yeah.
Whatever the perception human has, the author who have written the interpreter of the Python also defined it. You are writing the program in a high level manner. This
Mm-hmm.
data, this high level data, here you take this is an interpreter. This is an
Mm-hmm.
interpreter. You are writing the program in the form of a high level manner. You are the developer. You are writing the high level language that will be take it as a input by the interpreter that will be convert into which is a binary form called as a machine level language.
Mm-hmm.
Again, this particular language will be understand by the interpreter, process it, and it will be given back to the end user in the same form.
Mm-hmm.
This is the entire process you have to be understand decoding and coding process or
Mm-hmm.
coding and encoding process. Being a developer, we never understand just you are writing a program, you are compiling or interpreting and you are seeing the output. Does it really happen this entire the process within the system? Obviously it
Mm-hmm.
happening. That's a job is does by the interpreter.
Mm-hmm.
Clear?
Yeah.
Yes, yes, absolutely. Yeah. Let us understand now the next type of a data is Boolean type.
Mm-hmm.
Boolean type, right?
Yeah.
So according to your knowledge, the Boolean types will be true and false.
Yes.
Boolean types will be true and false. You tell
Mm-hmm.
me, Mahi, have you used this true and false in your day-to-day life?
Yes.
We never use. Unless and until you are writing a program or mathematics, in mathematics truth table, you have seen, right? There you might have used truth false, But I'm asking PTR by 100 to calculate the interest of the given principal amount. In similar way, can we use the true and false in our day-to-day life?
No.
No, never use. But where we are going to use this kind of true and false? Let's suppose, does firstly computer know what do you mean by true and what do you mean by false? Let us say T is equal to, I am assigning true. See, my Python is a case sensitive language. Uppercase letters are different from the lowercase letter. You
Yeah.
have to have a proper perception towards that.
Yeah.
So here T should be capital letter. If you make it as a small letter, it will be not treated as a Boolean value. Clear? So I am holding a Boolean value called as a true into T. Does system understand it? Type of T. Let's see.
Yeah.
It is a Boolean type. And I am telling you, according to my theoretical knowledge and my practical experience, true will be understood by the computer as a 1. False will be understood as a 0. If the computer or maybe the interpreter of the Python is able to understand true as a 1, then the 1 plus is going to be 4 is going to become what? 5, right?
Yeah.
Let us see now. Value of the T. Are you clear that the true is having a place? There is a value called 1. It is equal to 1. So 1 plus 4 is become what?
5.
Therefore, it has become 5. So generally, I am telling you, generally, people would think true as a 1 and it will be a binary value and it is 4 is going to be a 4. Can we perform the addition between them or not? We have a ambiguity. To remove this ambiguity, to disambiguate it, I just telling you this particular example that the true is having a value called 1. Therefore, 1 plus 4 is going to become a result value as a 5. And it is comes under Boolean value. Clear? Similarly, you take false. False is obviously comes under Boolean and false plus 2 is going to become what? 0 plus 2 is going to become what? 2 only. Yes or no?
Yeah.
So false is a 0. 0 plus 2 is going to become a 2. And in what situation these particular values are going to be used? Let us understand. Take, for instance, your mobile battery is less than 20 degrees or not, I want to check. Let's see if I check right like this. Let's for suppose your battery is 19 degrees now, is less than 20. Now the output will be produced in what form you see? Computer understand it. You see?
Oh, okay.
Which means that internally the application called mobile or nowadays even the television or maybe infotainment, all these devices considering as what, it's a mobile app. If you buy the latest cars like Tesla, MG, Mercedes-Benz, BMW cars, whatever the infotainment is holding is a mobile Android application. You have to treat like a Android application because our mobile directly communicate with the infotainment. Are you clear or not? So,
Yes, sir.
whenever your mobile is connected with infotainment, if a mobile battery becoming less than 20 degrees, the infotainment will show you that your battery is becoming less than 20. Please connect your mobile to the charger like that. It will be give you alert or prompt to you.
Yes.
So consider the Boolean type of results will be
Function.
taking as a decision making resultant values in computer applications. There we use one of the data type called as a Boolean data types called true and false. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, observe. Okay. Okay. I hope you are clear about the Boolean data type, right?
Yes.
Even if we give 22, obviously the condition gets failed, right? It will be give you false output.
Well,
If it is false, then it will not be give you any alert message to you. Simply the mobile will be keep quiet.
Yeah.
So relational operators like less than, greater than, double equal, not equal, less than or equals to, all these and or not, all these operators will be produce the decision making output in terms of Boolean results only. Yes or no?
Yes.
Absolutely. Yeah. Let's go ahead with a complex data. What do you mean by complex data according to the mathematics? Basically, do you remember?
It's
Complex data,
combination.
tell me,
It's combination of integer and
real part and imaginary part.
okay.
Real part and let's suppose there will be h is equal to 10 plus 12j. This is the format of complex data. Here 10 will be real part, real data, and 12 will be imaginary part.
Okay.
Generally, linear algebra will follow, quadratic equations will follow, complex data process only. Let us understand, does the computer is understanding what do you mean by complex data or not? You see, it will be understand. You see?
Yeah.
Yes or no?
Yeah.
When the moment you have assigned a data in the form of this, computer interpreter, which is a Python interpreter, aware what type of data you are holding into H. This is the complex data. Python is very advanced, Maheshwari, because when compared with the C, C++, Java, this Java, C, C++ doesn't have a capability to hold a complex data directly into variable, but Python has. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Now, let us understand. Next type of data is a none data. None means what? Nothing, right?
Yes.
None data is used to pass as parameter to the function when there is missing data. Sometimes, whenever we communicate between two devices, while communication between two devices by passing a function argument, if there is no data you have to pass, let's suppose there is a registration form, right? There is no landline number to you. You don't pass, right? Then programmatically, we have to specify that parameter is going to be a none. There we use mathematically or programmatically none data type. So I'll be demonstrating you in functions concept, the role of the none. Just understand now, what is the type of none?
Just
It is
blank.
the just, none type. Means it's look like a zero. It will be called as a none type. It doesn't have any value. Most useful kind of a data in functions concept. So I'll be demonstrate over there. Right now, the next type of a data will be binary data. Binary data will be zeros and ones are going to be appear. Base is going to be a 2. Yeah. But how do you represent in terms of programming is a matter. Because the problem is, if I specify n is equal to 1010, does the interpreter understand 1010 as a binary data or decimal data? It has to understand. Because if you print an n, it will be treated as, you know what? Binary data. Therefore, direct it will be produce output as a 1010. Yes or no?
Yes.
But how to consider this 1010 as a binary data? How to represent it syntactically? There is a symbolic notation that the leftmost bit, which is the most significant bit, which is a 0, followed by B, followed by the binary value, will be treated as binary representation of
Binary.
data. Now, if you
Okay.
print the n, it will be give you equivalent value decimal called 10. You see, this 10 will be a decimal data which is equivalent to the binary data called as a 1010. But here you're supposed to keep most significant bit is 0, followed by the B indicates this particular data to be considered as a binary. Okay?
Yeah.
Even if you change 1111, what is the binary equivalent value for 111? Decimal value? 15, right? Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Absolutely. Now comes to octal data. Octal data means base 8. Range of values are 0 to 7. Let's suppose J is equal to, I'm storing 0 followed by the O followed by the 123. 123 is the octal data. If you print J, it will be give you equivalent decimal data called 85 or something else. 83. This is the decimal data where user can understand it. But 123 is going to be octal data. Oh, what?
How did we get the answer 83?
Actually, there will be a mathematical perspective to convert the so if you look at the number systems, so where you will have a decimal number which is based in binary number, how to convert a binary number to decimal, octal number to binary, binary to octal, hexadecimal number system. I hope you are seeing, right? Yeah, I'll just pass in this particular value. Please, you kindly go through how to convert them and how converting it.
Okay.
Right. So you please check that mathematics. Okay. Lastly, we have there will be a hexadecimal data. Hexadecimal base is 16 and values are 0 to 9 will be represented like normally. 10 is equivalent to capital A, 11 is equivalent to capital B, 12 is equal to capital C, 13 is to capital D, and 13 is capital E, and 14 will be capital, I think 0, 10 is A, 11 B, 12 C, D, E,
E, F.
yeah, F. 0 to 16, right? A, B, C, D, E, F. 0 to 15, right?
0 to 15, yeah. I think we give 14 is E and 15 is F.
13 is D. Ah, yes, I have missed out here. 14 is E and 15 is F. That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah. So obviously to represent the hexadecimal data in terms of the programming, absolutely M is equal to, I'm just taking a sample variable called M, 0 followed by X followed by anything. 1 to D. 1 to D is the hexadecimal equivalent value. If you want to print M, 301 is the equivalent decimal value. You see,
Yeah.
how do we convert? Obviously 1 to D, D is equivalent to 14 or else D is equivalent to 13. So that corresponding binary value and to one binary value, that equivalent decimal data is going to be converted. That binary data will be equivalent to decimal data called 301. For everything, there will be implicit typecasting or implicit conversion will be taking place. Just how to be represent a hexadecimal, octal, binary, all this data you have to know, being a developer of the automotive industry. Are you clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. This is the all types of data you have seen. Let me show you.
Yeah. Gun data.
I demonstrated about an integer data, float data, string data, Boolean data, complex data, none data, binary, octal, etc. Clear?
Yes, sir.
I think today, I'll be conclude the session over here. So you
Yeah.
practice properly and try to be come up with any kind of a query so that I will be demonstrate more and more.
Yes, sure, sir.
I'll be give all these files to you, or else I'll be maintain one drive to you. I'll be share the
Okay.
drive link to you. Just refer from there.
Sure.
That's better,
Thank
right?
you. Yeah, that will be good.
Thank you, Maheshwari. Thank you.
Thank you. And next session, when will you take?
Tomorrow, same time at 2:30.
Okay.
Is that okay for you, right?
Yeah, I'm okay, sir.
Great. Okay.
Yeah. Thank
Right.
you.
Great.
Bye.
Bye.